Ladies and gentlemen, why isn't President Obama supporting Bernie Sanders? Well, why didn't he support Joe Biden, number one? Obviously, that question answers itself. Biden is not electable. But why isn't he supporting Bernie Sanders? Why, if you look at Salon, Obama privately vowed to intervene in primary to stop Bernie Sanders from winning nomination. If Bernie were running away with it, I think maybe we would all have to say something a close Obama advisor said. Politico's Ryan Leza reported this, waiting for Obama. The Democratic establishment is counting on him to stop Trump and perhaps stave off Bernie as well. But can his cerebral politics, so cerebral, Libya, Flint, water, Standing Rock, allowing his Secretary of State to utilize private servers with top secret intel on them, so cerebral. But can his cerebral politics still galvanize voters in an age of extremes? Oh. Now, if you look, this article is one of the key articles that talk about back when Sanders seemed like more of a threat than he does now. This was when Biden was the front runner, and I said that was not the case. Now they're saying Bernie is the front runner. I'm telling you that's not the case. $52 trillion worth of policies that even if they're sent from God above, Democrats haven't passed. So I'm telling you, Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee, okay? Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. Now, when you look at what I'm reading you, okay? When you look at what I'm reading you right now, it wasn't just one Politico article. Luke St. Martin, hello. Eric H526, hello. It wasn't just one Politico article. I'm not going to just give you one Politico article. This is a very, very important segment. And you know what? I'll get right to it, okay? It's not just President Obama. President Obama is eventually going to take control of the Democratic Party machine away from Hillary Clinton and Bill when they lose again to Trump, okay? President Obama wants Clinton to run, tank the Democratic Party, take control. So Clinton is going to obliterate today's Democratic Party. Mazel tov. Fantastic. She's going to be the nominee. They are going to do the same thing over again because they have to. They have no independent thought. They have nobody aside from Bernie Sanders, and they don't like Bernie Sanders. They cheated him in 2016. Clinton today said she would back him. She stated initially, Clinton's initial position, what she does is this. She says, Tulsi Gabbard's a Russian operative. Then she says, well, I wasn't talking about Tulsi Gabbard. Then she says, well, I'm not going to vote for Bernie. Nobody likes Bernie Sanders. And then New York Magazine, Hillary Clinton won't commit to endorsing Bernie Sanders if he wins the nomination. Then there's nobody likes Bernie. Hillary Clinton on Senator Bernie Sanders. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. Clinton would not pledge to support Sanders if he won the Democratic nomination. So you tell me how Bernie Sanders is the front runner. When I was saying he was the front runner in 2016, he was. He was the front runner when I was saying it. Because, okay, the reality is oftentimes the opposite of what all the lemmings and everyone, the herd mentality and the zeitgeist and the groupthink is saying. I'm always swimming upstream, and I'm almost usually right. Almost always usually right. I have the pulse of what's going on, or I'm just 100% right. I said Clinton would lose the election. She lost the election. She'll lose this election too. So what? They're going to make millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. They would rather lose with Clinton. It's far more lucrative than win with Bernie. Trump would obliterate Bernie Sanders in 2020. Bernie Sanders would have won in 2016 because Trump's policies work. Record low unemployment. Record low Black and Latino unemployment. 6 million jobs created in 3 years. 8.9 million jobs created in 8 years under President Obama. You have wages rising. You have You have a whole bunch of great economic. The stock market is at record highs. Okay? You have a lot of household median income is up. You have a lot of economic indicators that are doing better than in the past 16 years prior to President Trump. 300,000 manufacturing jobs created. 300,000 lost under President Obama. So we can go on forever. Now, Trump's tax cut, they say, oh, well, it didn't work. Yeah, it did. I have, in the description section of all my segments, I have, the Dallas Fed saying that the tax cuts added 1% to the GDP in 2018. But see, again, let's just listen to Clinton. We have President Obama twice through his campaign manager. We have another one. Obama campaign guru, Trump would love to run against Bernie. Jim Messina says Sanders' socialism at the top of the ticket would be problematic for the party. It wouldn't have been problematic in 2016. Run to Iowa, girl! Won't be Hillary. Romney will switch parties and they will go with him. Kidding. I did dream that, though. I'm just giving you money. Yes! Run to Iowa, girl. You're awesome. Thank you so very much. Thank you for watching from the great state of Iowa. Rhonda, Iowa girl, thank you so very much. I hope all is well. And, yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't know what Romney's doing. I actually don't know. I think I was first thinking like he's going to run in 2024. Then I'm like, well, I think he will. I believe he will, but it's like he's losing. He's lost poll numbers. He's lost in the polls just from how he's behaved in the past year or so. But thank you again, Rhonda, Iowa girl. Rhonda, Iowa girl, everyone here. I want to show you. This is absolutely amazing. President Obama is not going to endorse Bernie Sanders. He has stated numerous times through Politico, through his campaign manager, it's even published in Salon, he would have to intervene. He would not endorse Bernie Sanders. Okay. Hillary Clinton, you have to really, the first thing she says, if it's rooted in, if it's kind of, how do I explain this? If it's rooted in some kind of insidious, deceptive, some might say conniving, duplicitous sentiment, that's actually the truth. So that's actually the truth. But let's go ahead really quickly. So initially, Madam Secretary said nobody likes Bernie Sanders. Then New York Magazine, Hillary Clinton won't commit to endorsing Sanders if he wins the nomination. Then you have Politico, numerous articles. President Obama will not endorse Bernie Sanders. He will intervene, actually. He will intervene. He's privately stated he will intervene. Then you have Obama campaign guru. Trump would love to run against Bernie. Politico. Okay. Look. Now you have, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you. I want you to read. What am I saying? I'm losing my marbles. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. Can you please tell me, all 200 people, this is very important. I want everyone to pay attention. Okay. This is very important. I have a PhD in Clinton speak. Nobody speaks Clinton like I do. There's only Bill, Hillary, and me that speak the language. I actually learned from them. Okay? And There's just three people on the planet. And, just for the record, I respect Hillary Clinton more than I do Bernie Sanders. And there's a reason for that. One might be a criminal, but she fights. Bernie does not fight. He's going to get completely steamrolled. He might do well in South Carolina. He might do well in Super Tuesday. That's when they come out with the investigation. That's when they come out with Russia helped him. That's when they come out with, oh my God, he's not going to win Florida. That's when President Obama says, I'm not going to vote for Bernie Sanders. Who knows what will take place? The better he does, the more insidious they'll go after him. But let me ask you this. Senator, looking back, 2012 was one of those elections when the two main candidates could have switched parties, and it would have been hard to notice. That's very, very true. And if anything, the Russia hawk was Romney. Thank you, Sandiford. Thank you, Rhonda, Iowa girl. Thank you. But this is really important, everyone. Now, I want you to listen to the soulful sounds of a beautiful and wonderful human being. Very honest, very wonderful, Madam Secretary. Can I ask you why on November 6, 2019, in the Deal Book Conference, can I ask you why Madam Secretary states that she knows who the nominee would be? She has a good idea who the nominee will be. At that point, it was Biden running away with it. I said Biden would not be the nominee. Now, hear me out. She is asked by Andrew Sorkin in this conference called Deal Book, with all the smartest people in America. They're so smart and they're so savvy. They're so smart and savvy. They're really the people who create, and they're the go-getters, and they're awesome. Can I ask you why she answered the question in the following manner? Sandiford, Rhonda, Iowa girl, everyone here, this is going to be the most important thing that you hear all day. Yes. Oh, Lord. Right when I'm about to... Oh, great. This is going to be, let's redo this. This is going to be the most important thing you hear all day.
To eliminate it altogether. And there goes health care for millions of Americans. And it is striking to me that, yeah, we're having a debate on our side of the political ledger, but it's a debate about the right issue. How do we get to health care coverage for everybody that we can afford?
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there. Now, look, I think that...
Do you think she's saying that she knows that Bernie Sanders is likely going to be the nominee? Do you think that in November 6, 2019, she's saying that she thinks that either Biden or Bernie is going to be the nominee? She has a good idea who it's going to be, and then she does the huh? Check it out again. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, where is this thing? Here.
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Sure. Lord. Yeah. You got to listen to this again. Why is she fidgeting regarding the answer here?
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there. No.
Why won't she say? She said she knows who they're likely going to be. So why won't she say who they're likely going to be? Okay? So here, that's the question is, why on... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, all 283, 300 people, who do you think she meant? Give me a name. I want to see this live stream. Give me a name. Who do you think she meant? Who do you think she meant? Did she mean Jerry Nadler? Did she mean Biden? Did she mean Bernie? Who do you think she meant when she said she knows who the nominee is going to be? Why would she telegraph something? Here, you can listen to this again. But to tell me in the live stream, who do you think she's referring to?
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there. Now, look, I think that...
I'm not going to go there. Well, then why aren't you going to go there? Exactly. Exactly. Run, Iowa girl! Why can't I get... Okay. The horrible Abrams is going to be VP for Oh, okay. Won't work. I don't know. Could be. Rhonda, Iowa girl. I don't know. Exactly. I think that she might pick, she could pick Warren. She could pick Bernie. I mean, in a twist of fate, she could pick Bernie. She meant herself, H.A. Yes. 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 Big Daddy, hello. So, Rhonda, Iowa girl. I think it could be Bernie. It could be Warren. Exactly. 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 Hillary. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. You're talking about a semi-truck versus a Prius. You're talking about a Triton sub versus a Prius. You're talking about Michael Jordan in a one-on-one game versus Jerry Nadler. Who's going to win? Okay? Who do you think's going to win? Between LeBron James and Jerry Nadler. Hillary being LeBron. Jerry Nadler being Bernie. Or Jerry Nadler. Exactly. So around the Iowa girl, I think she could pick, it's it's interesting because what's taking place... Somebody pick Nadler. I'm just going to play this. I'm just going to play this all night, okay? And you know I will. Where is it? This is why I love Madam Secretary. No. When Clinton runs again, I'm voting President Trump. But no. You better... The people on the left are like, what? Clinton again? What? Oh, my God. No. You better not say anything. You better not say anything bad. Okay, hold on.
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there. Now, look, I think that
Well, why wouldn't you go there? What's the matter? cat got your tongue? Why wouldn't you go there? The real H.A. Strawman saw an ad from Bernie today that said, watch out for disinfo from Republicans and Dems. That's true. That's true. That's that's true. The real H.A. That is true. This is the thing. He's in a very difficult situation now. The real H.A. and everyone. Michael Jordan versus Nadler. I want to see that now. Let's listen to this. Everyone, I have this great. I found this interview with Hillary Clinton and Andrew Sorkin. I know I haven't played it. I'm going to play it right now. Check it out. It's fantastic. Why is this taking me always so long? Okay.
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely.
Who's it going to be?
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there.
What? Why not?
Now, look, I think that.
Why won't you go there? You said you knew who it was going to be. Why don't you tell us? Why don't you give a little hint? Is it going to be Bernard? You like him so much. You're such good friends. You cheated him, then blame Russia for 3 years. Is it going to be Biden? Biden did he did his usual tonight. He did his usual tonight. What? I'm reading certain things. Pete, I know the feeling, but you just have to stay strong and just be yourself. God bless you. And you know what? Once Trump wins again, it'll all be good. They'll realize you were right and I was right and 63 million people were right. It's unbelievable how people on the left, they just stop talking to friends and family who vote Trump. It's really unbelievable. I found this new, this fantastic new interview from Hillary Clinton, everyone. This is like the Groundhog's Day H.A. Goodman episode. It's a really great, let's see, it's the Deal Book Conference. And it's pretty awesome. And I want to show you. This is great. Check it out.
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Who is it?
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there.
Why would you not go
I
there?
think that.
So do you see? Do you see? Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Start your engines. Ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think is smarter in terms of political tactic? Who do you think is smarter? Do you think that it's Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders? Who do you think has more who do you think has more who do you think has who do you think has more influence? Who do you think has the media behind her? The issue here, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not happening. This is not happening. Frank, did you? Frank, did you? Frank, what was the question? Sometimes I miss super chats. I apologize. What was the question? Sometimes I miss the super chat, so I apologize. Mike Noland! Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mike. Frank, if you ask the question, I will answer it. I just didn't see the super chat. Mike Noland, thank you so very much. Thank you, Mike. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. If you look at what's taking place, the Democratic field converged upon Bernie Sanders. The issue is Bernie has to explain how he's going to pass $50 trillion worth of policies. He hasn't done that. What he has done is alienate voters in Florida. So that's what he has done. He's managed to alienate voters in Florida by saying, well, Fidel Castro did some good things. That is not what Democratic voters in Florida want to hear. That's not what a great many voters in Florida want to hear. Okay? But the issue is you cannot work to ingratiate yourself to people that don't want you. People did not want... Okay, Bernie Sanders is being cheated in slow motion. In 2016, he could have won. They decided to lose with Clinton. In 2020, he has no chance of defeating Trump. Neither does Hillary Clinton, but they'll go with Clinton because she runs the political machine. Rhonda, Iowa girl! They all stink so bad. I'm going with Holder Abrams. It's not her, no way. President Obama's wingman. Could be. I don't know. Rhonda, Iowa girl, I think look, they could pick Bernie Sanders. It could be Clinton, Bernie Sanders. Okay? It could be Clinton, Bernie Sanders. But you better believe Clinton's going to get top billing. On that marquee, it's going to be Hillary first, and then the other person second. So it'll be Bernie second. You're talking about somebody who, alongside President Obama, has stated they will not support Bernie Sanders as nominee. Now today she says she will support Bernie Sanders as nominee. Before she said she wasn't going to support Bernie Sanders as nominee. President Obama is on record as saying numerous times he will intervene if Bernie Sanders is the nominee. The Democratic Party is a political machine run by two people, essentially. Once they run it into the ground, you will have a new paradigm. That paradigm will be President Obama and Michelle Obama will be, they will, be the most influential, most powerful people. They should have already been, but you still have Bill and Hillary. That's the issue. That's the issue. So they're not going to relinquish control from the Democratic. They're not going to give Bernie Sanders control of the Democratic Party when they cheated him in 2016. And when President Obama has literally stated he'd intervene. Let's listen to this again. This is so important. I know it's boring, but it's so important. Plus, you get to listen to Madam Secretary's beautiful voice. So, and you can go to bed to it tonight. I mean, you just fall asleep. Oh, Lord. What is going on? Okay. Why is it so difficult for me to get... Oh, my God. Okay, let's just see here. Oh, my God. I lost the place. Oh, here.
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there. Now, look.
She says she knows who they're likely going to be. Okay. At that point, Biden was number one by far. Bernie was like third. Okay, or second or third, depending on the poll. Okay? Warren was second in some polls. Biden was number one in those polls. It's going to be Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. Hillary Clinton's going to be the nominee. Rhonda, Iowa girl! Seriously, drinking beer and donating to the cause. I have no clue. They're all nuts. Rhonda, Iowa girl. Yes. Enjoy the beer and thank you so very much. Yes, they are nuts, but it's all for Madam Secretary. Eric H526, thank you, Rhonda, Iowa girl. I appreciate it. Nothing better than to just relax and drink some brewskis and listen to Madam Secretary. Yeah, that's what I do in my free time. Just pop open a cold one and listen to this.
Coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there. Now, look,
why not?
That, we have to measure the risk to the country.
So profound. Rhonda, Iowa girl, thank you. And, you know, this is... Flying fox fruits, thank you. This is why Hillary gets my respect. Over Bernie Sanders. Sure, one's more insidious and one has committed crimes. But she's willing to be honest in her Clinton is almost honest in her duplicity. She doesn't really try to pretend she's not who she is. Bernie spent 3 years trying to pump the same Russia myth that they're going to use. Pete, thank you. God bless you. Thank you, Pete. They spent 3 years, Bernie Sanders spent 3 years trying to go after... They spent 3 years trying to go after Trump. I want to read you just one of the reasons why Bernie Sanders, why they're going to use the Russia myth against him, okay? And it's not clear what form the Russian assistance has taken. U.S. prosecutors found Russian effort in 2016 to boost Sanders' campaign. But here, you look at just the most vile tweets. I'll show you this right now. So... Where is this? Oh, Lord. Oh, I'll read this to you in Bernie's voice. These are all Bernie Sanders' tweets. President Trump's press conference with Putin was an embarrassing spectacle. Rather than make clear that interference in our election is unacceptable, Trump instead accepted Putin's denial and cast doubt on the conclusions of our intelligence community. This is not normal. Thanks, Bernie. That's really fantastic. The intelligence community really wants Medicare for all. You've done an amazing service to your cause. What hold does Russia have over President Trump? And just wait till they use it against you, Bernie. You knew that Trump didn't work with Russia. That's nonsense. Perhaps also you have a president who really does have strong authoritarian tendencies, and maybe he admires the kind of government that Putin is running in Russia. Yeah, that's why yellow cake uranium was shipped out of the country when President Obama was president, because, he didn't have authoritarian tendencies or whatever. He was really tough on Putin. President Trump must allow special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation to continue unimpeded. Any attempt by the President or Justice Department to interfere with Mueller's probe would be an obstruction of justice and an impeachable offense. Then he sent Senator Sanders, his own website, investigate Trump's ties to Russia. What if they investigate your alleged ties to Russia? Frank! I apologize. I didn't get your I didn't get your initial I didn't get your super chat. I think you might have sent one another time. Anyway, if you know that Hillary is running for president, you got to have inside sources, period. She may persuade the DNC to Bernie again, but she's got a lot of crimes against humanity facing her and health issues. You better retract. I don't have inside sources. I do not have inside sources, okay? I have Clinton's own words. I have the fact that it's a political machine. They cheated Bernie Sanders. They have no money. They spent 3 years pumping a myth that only helps Clinton. Clinton hasn't closed the door. She has stated that she has not closed the door through Philippe Reines, through Maggie Haberman, the New York Times. The day that they said that she's not running in March of 2019, less than 24 hours later, Frank, a New York Times journalist said, I spoke to people close to Clinton. She hasn't closed the door. The door is still ajar. The door is still open. For her to open up and say, why aren't I 50 points ahead? Then you have numerous statements. People have urged me to run. I can defeat Trump again. All of this stuff. Then you just look at the makeup of the individual. Do you think that Clinton would support Bernie? No, I don't think so. I think the Democratic Party is a political machine like Tammany Hall. So it's not, the issue of crimes is irrelevant to Democrats. They don't care. Clinton committed crimes. Okay. They don't care. They think Trump committed worse. They've convinced themselves that Trump worked with Russia, even though they found no evidence and the whole thing's absolute nonsense, and they set up and framed Trump. So they don't live in the reality that we all live in. So, Frank, I appreciate your support and your message. JGFRM Brooklyn, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Frank, thank you again. I hope I answered that in a manner that was worthy of your question. New York May, thank you. So how does it happen that we have a president who has nothing but nice things to say about Mr. Putin? What do the Russians have on Mr. Trump? Oh, they're going to go after you, Bernie. The Democrats are going to go after you just like you went after Trump. That's not very nice what you did. That's not very nice what you did. You sold your soul to the Democrats, And it doesn't matter if the lady downstairs or the guy downstairs with a pitchfork says you can have a new Corvette. You can have all the supermodels Corvette, millions and millions of dollars. Oh my God. Just sign on the dotted line. Yeah. Don't do it. There's the fine print about eternity. Russia's attack on our democracy is of enormous consequence. Trump must not in any way try to derail or obstruct the Mueller investigation. Uh-oh, better hope they don't do it to you. That wouldn't be fun. As someone who campaigned hard for Hillary Clinton from one end of this country to another, it is an outrage that she had to run against not only Donald Trump, but also the Russian government. You know, this is the most insidious type of... This makes me lose a great deal of respect for Bernie Sanders. How can you do this knowing the guy voted against Bush's interventions because he didn't trust the intelligence community, and he was right. And now he suddenly trusts the intelligence community? No. It was a shameless political stunt Bernie engaged in to ingratiate himself, and it's still not going to work. So there you go. There you go. Pete Solano! Pete! Thank you. You're the best alternative and accurate alternative newscaster on YouTube. Thank you very, very much, Pete. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated, Pete Solano. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Pete. Frank, thank you again. Frank, just listen to, and Pete, thank you so very much. Just listen to Madam Secretary again. Here it is. I don't have any inside information. Here, I have this.
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
You do? Who?
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there. Now, look, I think that...
She's saying she thinks she's giving a hint because she just wants to, because she almost feels like a lot of the people... This is the Deal Book Conference. The most... Half the room probably knows something along the lines of her running again or getting the look. She still has to July, August, September, October. You have November. You have 3.5 months. Okay? It's March, April, May, June, July. 5 months of grueling campaigning for 3.5 months before voting. She could enter a month before the conference. She's done this before. She knows what's up. So Pete, thank you so very much. Frank, thank you. H.A. Hillary sitting in a tree. Oh my goodness, no. Oh my goodness. You get your hands away. Get your slimy hands away, H.A. Badman. If you want to go and rumble. Oh, I see the way you're looking. Oh, don't think I don't know what you're thinking, H.A. Badman. Okay. You get your cotton-picking hands off my lovely, amazing wife. Don't you think, H.A. Badman, that I don't know exactly what you're doing? You want a KISSING, don't you? Well, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Frank! Pete! Thank you so very much. Frank and Pete, thank you. Flying Fox Fruits, HRC 2020, if you're Trump 2020, exactly. Thank you. New York May, thank you. Flying Fox Fruits, thank you. I want to say that a million times. Flying Fox Fruits, Flying Fox Fruits, Flying Fox Fruits. Pete, you're awesome. Frank, you're awesome. Thank you. All right. So, let's see here. They're going to just wait and cheat Bernie Sanders. Here, let's just listen to this again. I don't know if I've shared this with you. There's this clip here with Clinton and Andrew Ross Sorkin. It's from the Deal Book Conference. Pretty awesome. I want to show this to you. It's the first time tonight.
Healthcare coverage for everybody that we can afford.
Will you support whoever the candidate is on the Democratic side?
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Yeah, because I think I know who they're likely to be.
Who are they? Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to go there.
This was when Biden was number one in the polls. November 6, 2019. Okay, let's just look. Let's just look at 538 Democratic Party polls. So 538. They actually have good... the graphs are really good. The analysis is... If you believe in the Democratic primary, you would want to see the analysis. But here. Now, November... Okay, October, November. Okay, November, this was November, that was November 6, 2019. Okay, Biden was at 26.9%. Warren was at 21%. Bernie Sanders was at 15%. I'm going to read that to you again. Run to Iowa, girl! $20 for a beer run. Run to Iowa, girl. Thank you so very much. You're awesome. I appreciate that. Run to Iowa, girl. Thank you. Thank you. VVS1 Loose Stones. Thank you. Flying Fox Fruits. I'm withered. HRC 2020 to run to the... Flying Fox Fruits, thank you. Ron to Iowa, girl, thank you so very much. Thank you. So, this, when she is saying on November 6, 2019, she has a good idea who the Democratic nominee will be. On that day, Biden was at 26.9%. Warren, in second place, was at 21.3%. And Sanders was at 15.8%. Bernie Sanders was third. Elizabeth Warren was second. Joe Biden, fat. Biden was number one. He said today, I think I have to speak twice as much tonight, huh? And you know what? You spoke twice as much. I'm going to speak 3 times as much as you. Nothing I say. The best was, okay. Hold on. The best was... The best was when Bernie talked about his houses. Hold on, where do I hold on, I have to find this. He's like, I have a house. I got 3 houses. What do you want from me? That's right. Go after my houses. That's right. Hold on 1 second. So... All right, so let's just see here. Wait, Bloomberg. Bloomberg, Bernie, and houses. Hold on one second. This is the best thing you've ever heard in your life. He might run the table on Super Tuesday. It doesn't matter. No, regardless of how well he does, the correlation will be the better he does, the worse it is for the worse they'll go after him. But here, Bernie Sanders, houses, Bloomberg. Oh, here's, yeah, oh yeah. Here's. Hold on.
Socialist in the country happens to be a millionaire with 3 houses. What did I miss here?
Well, you missed that I work in Washington, house one.
That's the first problem.
Live in Burlington, house two.
That's good.
And like thousands of other Vermonters, I do have a summer camp. Forgive me for that. Where is your home?
House 3 is a summer camp. Like other Vermonters, Bloomberg, Mr. $200 trillion. Do you have a summer camp house? So sue me. House 1 is in Washington. You want me to freeze my kumquats off? House 2 is in Vermont. I need a house. I'm going to turn into a popsicle in Vermont.
Camp. Forgive me for that.
Forgive me for... forgive me for having another house, billion trillionaire. Oh, you only have 200,000 houses? I have 3 houses. You have 3 million houses.
I do have a summer camp.
I have a summer camp. It's called Camp Fidel. You can come to it if you want. There's great literacy and Medicare for all.
Work in Washington.
What did I miss here?
This is hilarious too because how did this guy become such a titan in business? How did he become such a titan in business? This is hilarious. Flying Fox Fruits. This is HSC last relevant run. Yeah, I think she'll also run in 2024 when she loses. Little dead mother. I love this. Can you imagine Trump? Oh my God, Trump versus Bernie would be amazing. It'll be Clinton again, but here, this is like he's so reserved and shy. It's like, what am I missing here? You got the world's most famous socialist has 3 houses.
Millionaire with 3 houses.
3 houses.
What did I miss here?
What do I miss here?
We have the best known socialist in the country happens to be a millionaire with 3 houses.
The best known socialist in the country happens to be a millionaire with 3 houses. What did I miss here? What did I miss here? Oh, my houses! Oh, I'm so sorry.
What did I miss here?
Well, you missed that I work in Washington, house one.
House 1, Washington. Are you taking notes?
First problem.
Live in Burlington, house 2.
Burlington Coat Factory, house 2.
That's good.
And like thousands of other Vermonters, I do have a summer camp. Forgive me.
I have a summer camp. You can come and want to ski if you want, Mini Mike.
Your home. Which tax haven?
New York,
your home.
New York City.
Which tax haven? The Caymans? You live in the Cayman Islands? You live in the Cayman Islands, do you, Minnie? Which tax haven? Where do you have a P.O. box? Huh? Is your summer home in the Cayman Islands? Mini me. Matthew Wayne. You see CBS bring 3 more mods on after first break. Did they really? Probably. Oh my God. This is Michael P. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I have to listen to this again. This is so amazing. It's so wrong on so many levels here. It's kind of bizarre that Bernie would have 3 houses and be a millionaire, but he wants a lot of the things that he wants, whatever, here. But what's even more bizarre that Bloomberg is complaining that another person has 3 houses.
What a wonderful country we have. The best-known socialist in the country happens to be a millionaire with 3 houses. What did I miss here?
I feel bad for Bernie. He's like, you want to go? Let's take it outside. We'll take it outside, Minnie.
Mister, I work in Washington.
What do you want me to do? Stay at a Motel 6 in Washington?
That's the first problem.
Live in Burlington.
I live in Burlington.
House too.
That's good.
And like thousands of other Vermonters, I do have a summer camp.
I have a summer camp. Why don't you come visit? It's called Camp Fidel.
Forgive me for that. Where is your home? Which tax haven?
New York City. Thank you very much. And I pay all my taxes. And I'm happy to do it because I get something for it. And let me say, I thought the senator next to me was half right. I agree we should raise taxes on the... I disagree with the senator on the wealth tax, but I do agree with her that the rich aren't paying their fair share.
The fair share? Oh my God, this is so funny. Frank! Watch soon videos. Well, sometimes I can't read things just because of the YouTube policies, but Frank, thank you. Thank you, Frank, for always watching. Thank you. Thank you. VVS1, Lou Stones, thank you. Kim F, thank you. Let's just do it again. 49 Cop Blank, thank you. This doesn't get old. This is even better than when Hillary said she would be running without saying it.
I disagree with the senator on the wealth tax, but I do agree with her that the rich aren't paying their fair share.
Oh, thank you, Minnie. Tell us more about how the rich are not doing what they should.
For all,
thank you. Mayor Bloomberg, would you like the question was about socialism.
What a wonderful country we have. The best-known socialist in the country happens to be a millionaire with 3 houses.
Oh!
This here.
Oh!
well, you missed it.
Oh, what do you miss? You're not going to miss my fist on your cranium.
Work in Washington.
I work in Washington. Why don't you set up a nice tent for me outside the Capitol, and I'll sleep on a cot outside.
That's
the first problem.
Live in Burlington.
Minnie's like, that's the first problem. I'm gonna get that in. Rhonda, Iowa girl. Thank you, Rhonda, Iowa girl. Thank you. On a very serious note, please take care. Everyone needs meds, water, food, extra gas cans for at least 3 months per person. Yeah. This virus is no joke. Also, yes. I got enough of that. Yes. Protect. Yes. Rhonda, Iowa girl. That is great. And not just for what's going on. I mean, I think that for, God forbid, an earthquake, God forbid if you live in tornado country, if you live where there's, on the coast, in Florida with hurricanes, you know. Rhonda, Iowa Girl, thank you. Thank you, Rhonda, Iowa Girl, thank you. Do Re Mi Music! Bald and Bankrupt YouTube channel traveled to Cuba with 3 series videos. He travels to smaller towns. Oh, cool. Best representation of communism. Thank you. Do Re Mi Music. I'm going to check that out. Bald and Bankrupt YouTube channel traveled to Cuba, 3 video series. Wow. I have to check that out. Thank you. Do Re Mi Music. I will check that out. Thank you. Thank you. Do Re Mi Music. Thank you. Okay. So. Michael P. Yes. Thank you, Rhonda, Iowa Girl. I appreciate that. I'm just gonna, you know what? This stream will be over. Oh Lord! I don't want to optimize my PC. Not during this live stream. Dell. Thanks. House 1, House 2, House 3, Mini Mike.
Well, you'll miss that I work in Washington, House 1.
That's the first problem.
House 2.
That's good.
And like thousands of other Vermonters, I do have a summer camp. Forgive me for that.
He said, forgive me. He said, forgive me. Forgive me, oh, wise mini me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, what can I do to make you feel comfortable with my extravagant wealth? What can I do to just make you feel comfortable, Minnie? Huh? With my extravagance? I am just so very sorry. Lord. Forgive me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very, very much for tuning in. You are all awesome. I'm actually running out of steam. Flying Fox Fruits. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Rhonda, Iowa Girl, thank you so very, very much. Thank you, everyone. Aria Lee, thank you. I want to thank you all for coming down here and listening to my wife and H.A. Badman. I want you to, when you go to bed tonight, think of me in the Oval Office. I want you to just close your eyes and think of all the wonderful discussions I've had in the Oval Office. All right, everyone, thank you. Give me your thoughts below. Check out H.A. Badman's other channel. Bill Clinton out. Thanks, everybody. Rhonda, Iowa Girl, everyone, thank you so very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel right this second. Thank you.